Hey guys, it's your girl, Multimedia 7, and I'm here to do an attention message. This message is in regards to parents, mothers, fathers, anyone who is the guardian of a child. When you are a parent, please, and I know this really goes without saying and it's common sense to many, but I just want to address that. Take heed to what I have to say. Always make sure that your child is okay. Make sure that you check up on them. You never know what people are doing around your children or to your children. There's been times where I have given permission for my child to be watched by others, intermediate family, close relation, of course. It scared me to leave her with people outside the family, even daycares. I've had issues with daycare workers and their negligence. I've also had issues with intermediate family and their negligence. But it's not to, initially cast stones on people. There have been times where my child would randomly just turn up sick. You're going outside and the weather is changing. So you can sometimes shrug it off. But there's one particular time where I seen that my child was sick. And when I went to the medicine cabinet to get her some medicine for her fever, I noticed that the newly filled medicine bottle was empty, but still sitting in place. Many times I had to, in the past, go to the emergency room to find out what was wrong with my child, to be wary of the food relatives were given. It's not something ordinary or easy to go through. There was even a time where I had to work 2 to 3 jobs. I want nice things, but give my child a better life to make sure that my child has the necessities and I can also provide for myself. Because when you're a singular parent, it's not easy. I remember a particular time I gave my child permission to go on a weekend trip with her intermediate family, and I had to work, especially when the family does not provide for you. I honestly am the type of parent I will call when my child is not in my presence. I need to know what's going on. I had to I had to cut off family members. I had to cut off visitations because I was seeing negligence in very malicious ways, or either indirectly or directly. For me to call a family member who asks to watch my child, who asks for that bonding time, who asks, for visitation, and every time I call to check on my child, yes, I'm able to speak to her because I have to reach out to an additional person because that particular person whom I gave permission to watch my child is never there. You should never put your child in an environment where someone, as a relative, wants to bond with the child, so they say, but they're never there. It speaks volumes. Because if I gave you permission, what gives you the permission to give someone else the permission if you're not the legal guardian and parent? Anything can happen. You never know people's intentions. There's weird people out here. Always make sure that you check in on your children. Luckily for me, even when my child was going through speech development and we was taking the classes and courses and therapy, I always knew what my child was saying. And my child was always able to speak to me, and still is. Having that open dialogue. Because as a mother, you just know things. You just are more understanding to the child whom you carry. And I thank God that even though without much support, even though I had to release many people in order to protect my child, He still gives, He still provides, and God continues to bless. That is the message. Have a nice day and continue to love your children.